Here's my review of homework 1. You're going to need two aspects to define chemistry. One, you need to talk about studying the properties of matter. So matter studied. What I mean by that is things like density, color, anything you can possibly think about with studying matter. How electrically sensitive it is, anything else. Okay, and the other aspect is probably the more important aspect is the actions of electrons. Since all chemistry is about electrons. Okay, next we're going to talk about subdividing matter. We're going to move matter into a couple of categories, and the two categories that we're going to move it into are pure substances and mixtures. And then those mixtures can be homogeneous or heterogeneous. And this is, remember, same, and this is different. So what we're talking about is the mixture looks the same throughout if it's homogeneous, and if it looks different throughout, then it's a heterogeneous mixture. And then to subdivide my pure substances, I've got elements like a ring made of just gold, or I've got molecules. And this is a substance that would be composed of more than one element, and a substance like that would be, say, table salt, water, hydrochloric acid, glucose, any of those kinds of things. Okay, and differences between weight and mass. All right, so mass is independent of position. And weight is force of gravity on mass. So you can see if you're closer to a gravitational body that you would end up having more weight. Okay, for circling these guys, 7 to the negative fourth, it's actually going to be all of these. We're going to circle this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. Sorry, but a lot like the English language, math has many ways to say the same thing. All right, so for the next one, we're going to rearrange the density equation for volume. And so then density is equal to mass divided by volume. So I multiply this side by volume, it cancels out. I multiply this side by volume. And then I divide this side by density, and I divide this side by density. So I end up with volume is equal to mass divided by density. Okay. And now let's rearrange and solve for mass. All right, so I've got density is equal to mass divided by volume. And so I just need to move that volume over. So if I multiply this side by volume, then I can cancel it out. And then I have to multiply this side by volume, and that leaves me with mass as being equal to volume times density, or density times volume. And last question here, why am I in this class? Well, that's probably because and that's how you should be thinking about it too. All right.